Council's website following the meeting. Generally, the public seating areas are not filmed. However, by entering the meeting room and using the public seating area, you are consenting to being filmed and to the possible use of those images and sound recordings for webcasting and/or training purposes. I have the discretion to stop or suspend the recording of the meeting should this be necessary to maintain the proper running of the meeting. This is a meeting of the Council which is held in public. It is not a public meeting. Can you please turn all mobile devices off or switch them to silent so that the meeting is not interrupted by ringtones? Anyone else intending to film or audio record any part of the meeting is asked to do so in a manner that does not disrupt the meeting. Please refrain from Please refrain from filming the public gallery or public speakers on items. If the fire alarm sounds, leave by the nearest exit and meet by Wilkinson's. Officers will advise when it is safe to return to the meeting. The procedure for this evening is that the planning officer will present their report and committee members will ask any points of clarification. The meeting will then be taken out of session to allow those who have given notice that they wish to address the committee on a particular application to do so. Each person will be invited to come forward to the table at the front of the public seating area and they will have 3 minutes to give their views. And that will be indicated on the traffic light system here. Once all comments have been given, the meeting will then continue for members of the committee to discuss the application and to reach a decision. No further comments may be made by members of the public once the meeting has been reconvened. Thank you very much. And so, item 1 on our agenda, apologies for absence.
Councillor Webb.
And we don't have a substitute this evening. Item number 2, any declarations of interest and lobbying? Okay, I'll start with Councillor Moore.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chairman. I've been lobbied on item 5 and I'm also the ward councillor for item 5.
Thank you very much. Councillor Schrader.
Thank you, Chairman. I have been lobbied on items 5 and 6.
Lovely. Councillor Blake. Councillor Rimmer.
Thank you. I've been lobbied on item 4 and item 6.
Thank you. Councillor Councillor Sargent? No? Councillor Brown?
Yeah, I've been lobbied on item 5 and item 6.
Thank you. Councillor Harrison? No. Councillor Brockman?
Yeah, I've been lobbied on 5 and 6.
Councillor Myers?
Been lobbied on item 4.
That's lovely. Thank you very much for all of you declaring those. Item 3 is the minutes, which we had as a separate entity. Anyone got any problems with the minutes? No. Can I therefore have a show of hands to approve those minutes? Thank you. 7 in favour. Those against and abstentions, please. That's 3. That's 10. Thank you very much. So we're going to move on now to item 4, which is planning application 23/00212/full. And I'm going to hand over to Mr. Gill to present.
Okay, thank you, Chairman. Okay, so the application relates to Gifford House, London Road, Bales Gifford, and the proposal is for the construction of a specialist extra care facility comprising of 40 apartments together with communal facilities, landscaping and parking. The site is roughly 1.28 hectares. It's on the south side of London Road, about 300 metres west of junction with Pound Lane in the Bales Gifford area. The area is quite a kind of mix of uses. It's in the green belt, but as you can see, there's a mix of uses. You've got the care home in the middle there, the school, and the gun pub further to the west, and allotments to the east. So it's quite a mix of uses, whereas to the north of London Road, it's open field. To the south, you've got the A13 dual carriageway, and beyond that, the views towards the estuary. The site itself is, say, the care homes. It's got about, I think it's 102 beds. It provides elderly care for dementia and frail elderly patients. So it's quite a traditional, built in the roughly 2000s. So car parks to the front end, to the west side, and that's where the proposed building is wishing to be located. So this shows the site itself that's wished to build on. The trees, they're the ones on the site slides there, are actually covered by a tree preservation order. As you can see, they're not in the best of conditions. If we look around the site, let's say it's just a grassed area, hedging along the edges of the site, and that's a view towards London Road. So there is some screening in the summer months. That's a lot denser and limited views into the site. Let's look around the site, and as you see, it's just a grassed, relatively flat site. So the proposal, as I mentioned, is for a care home, 40 beds in a mix of 1 and 2 beds, and the communal facilities, including CAF's residence lounge, gym, cinema, wellness room, and then staff facilities, as well as a new car park, 28-space car park, and modifications to the existing car park, as well as new tree and landscaping. So the proposed layout is shown here. So the site they're looking at building on is on the southwest corner of the site. It's like a flipped, inverted F-shape building with the entrance on the north side. That would then be a central courtyard area, open courtyard area, shown on the kind of bottom left-hand corner there, and the modified car park providing additional 28 spaces and 11 spaces for the care home, together with 5 additional spaces in the existing car park to the eastern part of the site. Excuse me. In terms of the kind of layout of the building itself, as mentioned, the entrance north side, in that immediate area there'll be the reception lounge area for the residents and any guests coming in, and then the kind of coloured elements on the plan there are the units themselves. Say a mix of 1 and 2 beds, providing each unit will have its own living room, dining room, kitchen area, 1 or 2 bedrooms, shower room, and some storage areas. The buildings, all floors will be accessed by way of lifts, two lifts themselves, and staircases to all floors. At the lower level, kind of called it basement level, you'll have 4 more flats, or apartments, whatever you would call them, facing onto the recessed courtyard area. And on this level, you've got more the communal facilities. You've got the cinema room at the top of the slide there, kind of bistro cafe, as they call it, for residents if they wish to have a coffee or a meal. A small gym, treatment rooms should they be needed, a wellness health room, and a hair and beauty salon. So a mix of communal facilities should they wish to partake in them. The courtyard area will be laid out. There'll be like raised planters for use by residents should they wish, or sitting areas to provide outdoor activity for residents, because they still will be active. And it's not like a care home. There will be facilities available around the site for them to use. The design of it is traditional, but with a contemporary slant, if you want to call it that. It's got these kind of projecting gable elements. They'll be used to provide the balconies for residents on the first floor. We open at one end a mix of brickwork, buff or red brickwork, with grey roof tiles. The courtyard, as I said, it's the elevations from the east and west sides. And the courtyard elements will be more of a rendered finish to kind of provide a more light and airy view